Hello everyone, my name is Kinetic and welcome back to Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. I've got a fun highlight video for you of a recent rift that I did with my Crusader, but before we get into that, of course I'm going to show you a little bit about what's been going on with my Crusader, how it's been evolving and stuff like that. Progress has been slow in terms of getting up there to be a more powerful Crusader, particularly because I'm trying to level the other classes, trying to gear them out and stuff like that. So not too much has really changed with my gear. I've still got the Julia's cameo, which is just an amazing amulet. I can't praise this any higher. It's an incredible amulet. Prevent all arcane damage and heal yourself for 22% of the amount prevented. This has saved me so many times. Reaper's Wraps, of course. I don't know where I would be without those. Thunder God's Vigor is a really nice belt. Lightning skills deal 15% more damage, but the highlight really of this is the secondary. Blocking, dodging, or being hit causes you to discharge bolts of electricity that deal 123% weapon damage as lightning. Very, very nice stuff. And these boots, I'm actually surprised that I'm still wearing these boots, but the secondary of gain 500 life regen per second for each second standing still is really, really nice. I've still got the Defender of Westmarch shield, still shooting out those little puppies. As far as my weapons go, I found some pretty cool two-hand weapons recently. I even found Baleful Remnant, which is the two-hand flail that has a really interesting secondary. When you kill enemies while Akarat's champion is active, then they turn into little avatars of warriors that fight for you for 10 seconds. But unfortunately, it turned out to be a really crappy roll, and so it's just sitting in my inside my stash box, unfortunately. This is a pretty good roll for a Stalgard's Decimator, and so that's what I'm using for now. I'm really hoping that I can pick up Mortal Drama sometime in the near future. That's my dream weapon for my Crusader. I know, probably I'm not alone in that. But yeah, as far as the skills go, a few things have been kind of changing around here. Because I'm trying to push harder into higher Torments, as you can see I'm in Torment 5 right now, and I can even do Torment 6, but it just takes so long to kill things in Torment 6 for me right now. I'm not really ready for it, not with the way that I like to speed clear through things. And in fact, actually, the highlights you're going to see of the rift that I did are from Torment 3, and that's just because, well, just like, it's funny to me, just like when I did the cow level, in a recent video with my Crusader by accident, I was just trying to just get a few more blood shards, just trying to get another Forgotten Soul or something like that, and it just so happens that I found a really interesting rift during that time. But I am trying to push harder into higher Torments. The top 4 skills have not changed whatsoever. Phalanx, Fist of the Heavens, Shield, Glare, and Justice, all amazing skills. But I have become a little bit more attracted to using Bombardment and particularly Akarat's champion. It was really because of the Baleful Remnant that I started messing around with Akarat's champion more. Even though I don't use the weapon, I still do use the skill because it's really, really helpful. I mean, when you take fatal damage, you come back to life. It's just amazing. Plus, you also get the increased attack speed, and depending on the rune that you use, you can get some really nice cooldown reduction with the rally, or for example, you may use the Prophet rune, which I've been kind of messing around with to see how good the additional 150% armor is, and it seems pretty good. I get even more tankiness out of this, so it's kind of like my oh shit button when I really want to turn up the heat and not die, or even if I do die, then I'm still in the game. Then it's all good with Akarat's champion. My passives have changed a little bit recently. I am messing around more with Wrathful because it's nice to have that life come back to you for the wrath that you spend. I did have Righteousness here in that slot for a long time because I really like the additional 30 wrath and the additional wrath generated from my primary skill, but I realized after I took this off and replaced it with Wrathful that I actually don't even need it so much because I am using Shield Glare. In fact, as soon as I stopped using Righteousness, I found that all it really meant was that I started using Shield Glare more with the Zealous Glare rune that replenishes my wrath. And so I really found it was a nice kind of happy accident, I guess, to realize that I didn't actually need that passive, and it made me use this Shield Glare a little bit more, and so it's a really nice balance. Heavenly Strength, of course, because of the two-hand, Finery because of all the gems, and Lord Commander definitely for the cooldown reduction on bombardment and 20% increased damage from my Phalanx Bowmen. These guys, honestly, are so good. This is another thing that I would have a really hard time replacing, because at only a 15-second cooldown, these guys can be brought into the fight very, very often, and I like that. They really help to supplement the damage and help me target, like, for example, fast-moving enemies, and that's what I find really annoys me in higher torments is trying to track and hit enemies with, for example, my Fist of Heavens, but they're just running around all over the place and really annoying. I just pull out the Phalanx Bowman, man, and they lock onto them so good and start blasting them away. If I'm not actually using Akra as champion, then there's another skill that I really like to use that actually helps other skills, for example, the Phalanx Bowman, and that's the Laws of Valor. I was messing around with these laws a little bit more recently, particularly the more defensive ones like Laws of Hope and Justice, to try and give myself a little bit more survivability in higher torments. But Laws of Valor is really good, and I know that my party members love it when I do public runs for rifts and things like that. The increased attack speed, and then depending on the rune that you're using, you can get some really nice benefit. I like the critical hit damage increased by 100%. This is very nice, and I see some very big numbers when I'm throwing around some fissures and activating my Phalanx Bowman while this is active. That's about it for the highlights to my build and things that are going on here with my Crusader. Coming up now, I've got a sweet little highlight of a fun rift that I found it just by chance. Enjoy.
Wounds are deep. My wounds heal. Not yet. Not ready yet.
Glorious! A mighty adversary is before us.
Patience. Not ready yet.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Is low. Not enough wrath. Require more wrath. Patience. Not yet. My wrath wrath is low. Out of room.
Thanks for watching this video on Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Click the like button to support Diablo 3, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching. My name is Kinetic. See you next time.